episode 2. Do not disturb. Put the kitties to sleep. If you're listening to this at night, roll your windows up. If you're listening to this on your way to work, relax. Tune in and what?
Zone out.
All right. So we're gonna you guys have to know what goes on in our life. Yana, actually, you owe us a recap of 2 weeks because she didn't give us an update on what happened last week.
Oh, when we almost went to jail.
Right. We almost went to jail that week. So Yana has to give us a quick recap of that. And then we'll just, talk about everything that's going on because I have something to say. Okay? About my week.
Too much. It's kind of like old, but
It's old down to you?
It's good old. It's just.
I just said how I'm not hanging out with y'all anymore. That's it. I'm going home to my babies, and that's it. So when we leave here, even on other days, I'm not going out with y'all
But
no more. That's it.
Like, I refused to leave, and something happened, and I left. She was the one who wanted to engage.
All right, so if y'all don't know, we ride for each other hard. Okay, for those who don't know, don't mess with this one because if you mess with this one, you're gonna mess with me. And, the same goes with them too, but this one stays in the most trouble. So we gotta watch this one. So. What was I saying? I didn't want to leave, and y'all kicked me out, right?
Yeah, you.
They made me go home. They made me leave
because she was walking around looking for people, looking for trouble. She like, I refuse to leave this time, and something happened. You're not gonna call me and tell me something happened.
Because they be picking on her when she by herself. They be picking on her. So, right, that's what happens.
That sounds so funny.
So what were we? We were out. You don't have to say where, but we were out.
Yeah, we just was out.
And people were just picking on Yana. And I was like, what? That's all you have to hear is what is going on? And I know I'm old. Y'all got to explain to me.
That she's making me sound so innocent with the picking
Right. They're picking on her. And I know we're all old and we grown, but still, it's just so much you can take. And they just be picking. So we almost went to jail. Okay. So we need to start a collection fund or something. For
Listen, we being worked on. We ain't there all the way. We being worked on.
So that's what I'm saying. What the hell's gonna happen when this go out? Like they still gonna be picking on us?
Hey,
I don't know. It depends on what we're saying.
I'm saying picking, and it's crazy because somebody definitely texting us like, "Hey, mean girls," but okay.
Yeah, but we don't want to put that out there with mean girls at all. It's just that people do be trying us, and we ain't the ones. So what else happened to you this week?
Nothing really interesting. I'm trying to think. Nothing. Well, besides today.
We always say that, right? We always say nothing, and then
something for real.
Right, because
there's a whole lot going on.
Like I'm missing like a whole month of my monthly. So today I did a pregnancy test. It came back negative, but I was like, "Can you do the blood work?"
That's the thing.
Because it's like a whole month.
You told them to do the blood work?
Yeah, I did the little, did the urine, came back negative. I was like, could you do the blood work too? Because something ain't right. I don't know if it's because I've been around y'all hoes. Or maybe because my niece been staying at my house.
That you're off.
Yeah,
that you're off.
I don't know what's going on, but I'm missing a whole month.
No, let me explain it to y'all. It's 4 of us. You know what the odds of that? I don't need y'all being pregnant right now. So could y'all handle that?
Are you looking in the mirror and talking to yourself?
Right, because it's this
kids on why she's having kids.
We're good over here. We're good. It's you guys. It's y'all.
No,
First
me
of all,
and Mariella is good.
Ooh.
Y'all don't want all the kids.
All the kids.
Wow.
But so for y'all who don't know, we are a room full of moms here, okay? Yep. That is our number one, our favorite job ever. That comes first before any and everything, and we do not play about our children.
Yep, I am a girl mom. You are.
That's it. You act like you're done having children. Like you know what I mean? Like she's talking
like
about
girl mom.
Like that's it. Like you're not done because the rate you're going right now. Right. You probably.
My daughter is a preteen. I don't know what's going on right now.
So she's a preteen girl mom going through it.
Yes.
I'm the same, and I have a new addition who changed my whole life, flipped it all the way upside down. Like I was good. Like, Leia is 12, going on 13, and here comes this little one. They say them second ones really be checking your gangster, and he is checking my gangster every day. So I have equal boy and a girl. I should be done though.
You should be, but
should be.
She's not.
We'll see. I need a husband.
We gonna save that.
Right.
We gonna say the husband thing. We ain't gonna talk about husbands and me having a husband. All right.
Let's just be happy with the kids. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Stop there.
Kina, what are you?
I'm a girl mom. I have 2 daughters. My oldest is about to be 12 next month, and my youngest is 8.
So y'all see the time frame here. Like all 3 of us have kids the same damn age. Mm-hmm. What was everybody doing in 2007?
The same thing. Knocking boots.
You are watching a master at work.
Knocking boots.
That's when you know you fucking old. Talking about some knocking boots.
Knocking boots.
Clapping cheeks. That's what we were doing in
That
2007.
sounds so fresh.
No,
Getting our ass
That
clapped.
sounds so
banging.
fresh.
Y'all, yeah, we was banging. Her men love to say bang.
What?
That's the
Her what?
her men love to say bang.
Babe.
Well, I mean, like all of them that you had, they be talking over.
Why would and then she made it worse. Come on. She's just sprinkling more shit on it. All of them. Like, right?
Whatever. Okay. But yeah, we was getting our ass clapped in 2007.
Ella.
What about you, Ella?
In 2007, I was not doing that.
She was clapping that ass. Right?
Nothing came out of it. I'm a boy mom. I have a young 7-year-old that is a split image of me, and every day I'm reminded about my smart mouth because his comebacks are smart, respectful kid, but he's very much like me. Let's just say that.
And I do want to say, I love your connection with your son. Even before I even had one, I just would look like, oh, I want a little boy so bad. They are like the cutest.
She like, maybe I thought she was gonna be the only one to have a boy.
Right. Going on YouTube, what do you have to do? What positions? That shit work. Y'all want to know? I'll let y'all know out. Offline.
Good night.
Behind the scenes.
Right.
I thought it was the Henny, you know.
It was a seafood boil.
I thought it was the wing.
It wasn't Henny.
Oh,
No,
it was,
she always talking about it was the seafood boy. She's been saying this
but
for
you
a
know
minute.
they went to the
It was
wing
seafood-
fest?
It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. Right. It was a lot of stuff.
We went to a chicken wing fest. Okay.
It was a lot of things that contributed to.
Right. He loved chicken
You know?
wings. So I was like, I'm going to get us cop these tickets and we're going to go to the chicken wing festival.
Yep.
But it wasn't that. It was the seafood boil, actually. So you did the blood, and so you'll let us know next week. You're going to let us know like next week?
Yeah, I'll let you know in a week.
All right. Why you just ain't use like clear blue? I heard that was like 99.9%. You don't believe that? Anyway,
No, hold
okay,
on. What
all right.
you said you heard?
Yeah, I heard.
Anyway,
Anyway,
she know everything.
We gonna wait.
so what else? That's it? That's a highlight of your
Next day
week?
taking pregnancy test. Right.
Right.
I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
don't need
that's-
to. I'll be knowing.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Mary, what's up with you?
Absolutely nothing. I've been calm. I've been cleansing.
What cleansing consider?
Right.
What consists of what?
No, separating myself and, people.
You been burning sage and everything?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, just getting rid of unnecessary connections, I guess you could say.
You sounding real like peaceful right now. Like,
No,
She came in looking like it though.
Thank you.
Like you didn't feel like when she came in.
I felt
she was
it.
like, "Hey."
you giving me like
Just came in like,
soulful vibes right now.
Good night.
I love it.
"Hey guys."
But that's it. No, nothing crazy.
Nothing.
Not work. Not happy that you're okay. What about work?
Work? I could last hours talking about work, but we're not gonna do that because
Oh yeah, we're not going to.
we're not going to do that.
Mary, I feel like hanging up on y'all. Like, okay, I'm gonna hang up. You know, shut up.
Yeah, you do. She be out and we still be talking about work because work. Yeah.
So Kina.
Nah, ain't nothing going on with me.
Oh God, y'all some boring ass bitches. Woo!
What? Ain't, first of all, cause you over here with pregnancy scares and shit. We gotta be fucking bored.
Well, I know who the father might be.
I've been chilling.
She always talk about.
It might be.
She always say she chilling,
If
ain't
I
nothing
might be
happening.
pregnant.
She in love and don't want to get her opinion because she don't want to offend nobody. Look, you have to
Oh,
break
my
out of
Lord.
that, okay?
Listen, ain't nothing pop off this week. I was just working for real. That's it all week.
Well, you got your hair braided.
I mean, that, you know. That's it. I really
You
ain't
got
doing nothing.
the blue braid representing EO.
Who? And first of all, no.
why is your hair on
But
like-
you know what? Now that we
why is
talking
your hair
about
like
this, hold on. Your friends.
Uh-huh.
You just made me think about this. all these Nork kids, all of a sudden, just every time she tagged me in something, everybody under the sun. I'm missing.
What is wrong with
this
that?
Miss Nork.
Which one? Oh, so okay, I get what you're doing. Anyway, let me get my update for the week because we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So, hold on. I have to. Okay, where do I start with this one? First, can we get just really quickly do a recap of like you guys are missing it. I thought y'all was gonna bring it up. Brandy and Monica. Brandy and Monica. The verse.
The shade.
Yeah.
The shade.
Oh, the shade.
The shade. That shit was real.
I don't know. I think we went to sleep like 2:00 that morning because y'all would not stop with the memes. Why is the internet so undefeated? Like, how do they have time? Are they making these memes while this stuff is going on?
I want y'all to keep it coming because that shit was hilarious.
Yeah,
them videos and them memes was funny as shit.
Yeah, they said Brandy was dressed like she was on her way to go pick up Kim
Whoopi Goldberg.
And you see how Kimmy. Oh, I saw that Whoopi Goldberg. That was not nice. That was so mean. That was mean. But I did think that Monica had prosthetic legs.
That came across my head too. Like,
yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I thought they were like thigh-high poops. It was distracting me because I was too busy trying to figure out what the fuck that was.
And then she
crazy.
was kind of stiff with the movement, so I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
she was like really stiff.
I mean, don't get us wrong, we love them, but
we love her.
Shit
we
was
love
hilarious.
Ramsey, and I didn't have a favorite at all. I love them equally.
Right, me too. I couldn't pick
I
either.
cannot choose between
I can't
the two.
pick either.
So you can't make me. And I think it was an equal battle. They both
It was
won.
great, yeah.
And you know,
but it was shady as fuck. Monica faces. Shady as shit.
Maybe because she wanted Brandy to leave that notebook home. Like, why did she have that spiral notebook with the pages?
Every time she read one of them poems, and then
they said she thought what's her name?
Who?
Moesha. She thought she was Moesha. But yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. What else you didn't like? What else was shady?
Well, first of all, they both was throwing shade because I heard that Brandy had her little moments too, but Brandy can't. I feel like Brandy was just really Brandy, like how she normally is. That's just her. But Monica just was not here for it, and I feel like I don't know, but I think maybe they probably had like a little conversation or something. I feel like Monica probably started a conversation before they came out, type shit, like just to kind of clear the air a little bit. Like, yo, I feel like I do. I feel like that's probably what they did, and then they got on there, and then Brandy just was being Brandy, and then Monica was just like, I told you.
So you think
before we came out here?
So you think they had a conversation before?
We're not a group.
Yeah, right. That's the conversation they had. We are not a group.
I feel like it was like that. Like, bitch, I told you back there.
She was like, nah, we're not a group.
Like, don't do that.
What about the whole thing? Brandy kept telling Monica, "Don't be singing ho and saying ho."
She was like, "Oh my god." She was like, the shade was real. She like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
But how you gonna come up there and tell somebody not to sing their song and not to say stuff in their song?
Like that's their song. It is what it is.
For your big grown ass.
If that's the case, you shouldn't be listening. If you feel like that, I'm just saying.
Unless she was trying to say that because remember we were Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and they had opened it up and you were talking about voting, so maybe she was just trying to. And I heard Michelle Obama was watching.
Michelle was in there. She was in the building.
She wanted to keep it like G.
No, because Michelle know what it is. Michelle know what it is too. You right? A few of them.
Right.
Michelle know what it is.
Right.
Can you imagine the ones that was coming for Obama?
Maybe because they definitely didn't they cut off that song and they said kick down your door and smack your bitch. Didn't they cut that part off? I feel like they cut the rapping and the good parts off. And they were really trying to keep it G.
I don't want to be a liar, but I don't know. Maybe I'm too used to singing it with the words, so I thought I heard them.
But speaking of ass getting clapped, she is trying to give it up for C Murder though.
Who?
Y'all saw that? Monica.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm missing.
She got divorced and she tried to slide up over there on C Murder. She even made a comment
post. She said she ready to date again.
Mm-hmm. No, she said she was. It's somebody special.
Yeah, because Brandy kept on trying to, single, I'm good. Monica like, no, I missed that. Like, I don't know what you talk about. I want somebody to come and touch up on this at night. I don't know what's up with you. Brandy was just acting like she just was all like, oh no, oh my god. Maybe it's because her daughter was listening. That's why she was acting like she don't be doing something.
Daughter that's almost grown. And what else happened with me besides that? I had to curse some little ass kids out.
I cannot.
I don't play with my kids.
Not even surprised.
I don't play with my kids at all. Like the mama bear comes out. Like, what you say about my daughter? She was like, my daughter, she's like not like me at all. She was like, I'd be like, yo, if she comes back and tell me what something happened in school or somebody said, I'll be like, yo, you come here. You tell that kid this.
First of all, your daughter is exactly like
maybe on the low. Yeah, she's sneaky.
When it comes to in front of this
she
one,
shut down.
right in front of this one.
Crazy, just scare her like, oh my, I want to take it that far.
Nah. Leia just be mad, dramatic like a mother. Y'all.
Yeah, cause she be instigating. She be coming back.
She do. Let me tell you something. Some years ago, 4th of July, when we was outside, we had the kids. Remember that time we had the kids? At our cousin's house, we went down the streets to go watch the fireworks and stuff. And my niece and my daughter, my oldest daughter, both were with us. They're standing right there. Some girl comes walking past, and she did look real stink. I'm not gonna lie, she did. And the first one to say something, this one's child, made a face. Her nickname was like, and just was over there. You know when you whisper, but you ain't really whispering.
Looking just like us.
You know, she was like,
they were giving each
other. She got that on.
They do be talking about people.
You cannot, the two of them together.
Lord.
So
Nyla, the three of them at one time.
Yeah, she started early, and what she did was some TikToker that's up there. He has like 70,000 followers.
Gary, Nyla said.
Yeah. So he's like really extra though. He's like really extra.
He's gay.
But
is he older? Is this an older person?
He's older. He's clearly probably like 20.
So he shouldn't even be going back and forth with these kids anyway.
20?
That's what I'm saying. See, that's why I asked this. He shouldn't even be going back and forth with them.
That's a grown boy.
Right.
And all she did was say, because he has a unibrow, and all she said was, it's the eyebrows for me. That must have struck a It struck a few nerves, not a nerve.
I read that completely wrong because I thought somebody was talking about her eyebrows.
No.
And that's why I was about to write back like, what? Like, bitches wish they had laid eyebrows, but I was half asleep.
No. She wrote on one of his thing, like, it's the eyebrows for me.
That's your child.
You see it? That's my child.
I read that totally wrong.
Right.
So he picked her comment out of all the comments. I'm pretty sure he's been called and said all this type of stuff. That must have struck a nerve. She was tap dancing on that nerve. He made a post, tagged her in it, and sent his trolls on my daughter. And she hasn't had her phone.
Wait, but first of all, who is he to have trolls? Who is like
he's
who is
nothing.
He? That's what I'm
he just has followers. You know how these you can be nobody and you just have a lot of followers, and that's just how it is. Because he can't dance or nothing. I'm not even going to say who it is because I'm not even giving him that. Okay, I'm not even giving you that. Okay, because I'm not finished with your ass. So. Sent his trolls, and she hasn't had her phone, so I plugged the phone back on, just make sure what's coming through this phone. Let me see who texting her, and I saw that, and I was like, I woke her up like, who the fuck is this? Who is you know that girl? She's like, I don't know. I said, what'd you say to somebody? She's like, I didn't say anything. So after digging and seeing, I saw that shit. Oh, I was going in. I commented and replied to each one of them bitches. Okay,
like I got time today.
I got time. It was a girl with the big moles and shit all over her face. I was like, is that shit on your face? I was like, she said something. I was like, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I can't tell if that's shit on your face or not. And this is from my daughter's account. Mama Bear. All this stuff. I was going in on them people, okay? And I went in on his ass too. Then I reported everybody. I had a nerve to go report everybody. I done cursed them out. I reported each and every person up there and had their pages blocked and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, see, the internet is serious. We gotta protect our kids with that.
We do. This is a new day and age.
Bad enough, but the kids,
right? They get cyberbullied, and they really take the cyberbullying serious because we see in the news all the time about young kids killing themselves and everything about cyberbullying.
And no matter what you installing them to not be insecure and all that, not be followed, is like the internet.
Yeah.
They take a toll on them.
Right. They look at the internet to make them popular and everything, and it's really serious. Like Yana said, we can say whatever, but they still. It's the hype.
I get on Nyla all the time about like I feel like she be trying to be extra and like be funny and be a clown. And I'm like, Nyla, chill. But then I'm like, that's her personality. That's what she wanted to do. Like, I'll be trying to be easy on her, but then it's like, I'm totally different. I'm just like, man, fuck.
Because you like, when I was young, I didn't give a shit. People like me.
But it's like she trying to be funny all the time, like, and do stuff to be funny. And I'm like, I'll be at check, like, don't play with me. But it's like she like doing this little TikTok stuff and she trying to be funny, and I be like, it's corny to me, but I ain't gonna tell her that. But
That's
I just
'cause that's
like,
what they
chill.
doing. That's the
like
thing
calm it
now.
down.
Right.
But that's the thing, yeah.
Right.
But then it's like, do I want to be on TikTok all grown?
Absolutely
So
not.
I'm like, let me
right.
let her do her.
Right.
You got the grown little girls doing shit. Somebody let her be silly. Let me let her have her personality.
Right. So the question is, when do we relax being mama bears, and especially being these strong, successful, independent women who's still in the dating scene? Because if anybody knows me, I am dating until I'm married. Okay, I am single. I am dating until I'm married, and that's the same with all of us, right, Keena?
Yes, I'm dating someone. Yes. Like how many? Yeah. Like damn. Yeah, yo.
Time out. Dating equals
None of us
single?
are married.
So if you're dating, you're single.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're single.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
No.
What about you?
What about you, Mario?
No, I'm single. We all know. That.
Wait, can we just establish first of all the difference between single, talking, dating, like all that? Because some people, it shit baffles me. Because some people get this confused. So there's a difference between talking and dating. It's a big difference.
Why do you want to clear that up?
Because some people don't be understanding that. Like that shit is weird.
It's either two
like
Talking is going on dates, get to know each other.
and talking.
No, I'm sorry. That is
Right, because you
dating.
said dating.
That's
Talking.
dating.
So
But
talking.
bedroom talking. Maybe.
bedroom talking. That's a new one.
We know what she means.
What the hell is that? We know what she means.
Because dating is when you're trying to get to know somebody. Like, we talked. I mean, we talked. That's basically we fuck around.
Right, like I just
You know what I mean? But like, girls came in, they were like, oh, I used to talk to him.
right. It never got nowhere
So, yeah,
serious.
fuck.
It was like it wasn't about
sometimes it'd be
nothing.
They just fuck. Because when a nigga said, I mean, he fucked her. When
There
a
you
girl
go.
say like, oh, he tried to get me. Oh, I talked to him.
Right.
The nigga say is like, oh, I fucked her. Oh, I used to talk to her. Yeah, I fucked her.
Yep. There it is.
Maybe because I've been down this road already, so I'm not trying to be doing all these extra steps. It's either we married or we not. So it's like, you single? I'm single or I'm married. That's it.
Good night.
No in between.
So you don't have boyfriends? I mean, like a
Oh,
boyfriend.
you make sure you add the S.
It did, and that shit went out. Boyfriend.
Why you add the S? Yes.
Because she's dating.
Right.
Dating. She ain't dating. So, like, can't say I'm dating.
Until somebody wants to lock that
Dating.
down and make it known that I'm theirs, because I don't believe in chasing no man. They have to chase us. They are the pursuers. Until they make you their woman and lock you down and be like, look, this is what we're going to do. This is our next steps. Then I'm going to continue to date and have boyfriends and stuff. It don't mean I'm fucking them. Let me make that clear. It don't mean that. Okay? What? What, Mary? What, Elliot? What?
So you can talk to multiple people, and you can also date multiple people.
Yes.
You actually really can if you ain't fucking them all. But
Right.
what they don't know.
It just makes it, oh, what?
I don't know.
I mean, it's just a perfect. Just like we said before last week, for those that were tuned in, when you first start, kicking it, whatever y'all want to call it in the beginning, whatever draws you into somebody to get you to get to know them, y'all gonna establish all of that in the beginning. Okay, I'm dating this person. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I won't stop. I am gonna stop. If something gets serious, or if you make it known that this is something that you want to do, like we're doing something, then okay, then all right, I might
Do
let
you
let
expect
them go for
if you're dating someone for them to tell you that they're dating or talking to
I
other
definitely
people?
don't. That's why I'm
If
gonna
I'm
ask.
going to be telling them that, yes, I
I'm gonna
expect you to
ask.
tell me the same thing.
So that you're okay with exchanging that information.
Right.
Okay.
That needs to be talked about up front.
I mean, since it's so complicated with us dating, but we also have the children in the mix. So how do we date with children involved? Like, are we introducing children to these people?
I think it depends.
We just talked about the different levels and the different layers of talking and dating and stuff. At what point for you guys do you
Well, my guy
introduce?
friend, he said they go by the age of the kids.
So you talk to someone.
Yeah, when you bring them around, whatever, introduce them, it's the age. I guess, I don't know if it's like age when they mature enough to tell you what's going on and give an opinion or something. I'm not sure, but he said the age.
And that's the opinion of a guy. He's like, it depends on how old they are. Mm-hmm. But for me, with my daughter, No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I don't agree with it at all. I have done it. Unfortunately, it's probably because of my situations at the time. Maybe it was like car situation, and
She just happened to be around.
and I'm with him, and I gotta pick her up, or he take, things like that. So that's how my daughter have got introduced to that I was dating. That's exactly why. It
just-
wasn't like
she happened to
coming
be,
to
like,
my
in the
house,
car or
because I don't
something.
have to do that. My daughter at a point in time was with me all weekend, go out 5 on the weekend. So if you gotta wait the weekend, you're gonna wait the weekend.
Right.
Now it's reverse. She's with him, and I got on weekend, so it's like I have time. But it was the car situations. That's exactly how it started, like my situation.
But even then, what do you say? Since she's older and she's old enough to see what's going on, do you say that these are your
I'm
friends?
new to iPhone, so my daughter never seen nobody. Now it's with iPhone. She pick up my phone and she like, "Who is this?" They can read, they say names, but they see the face, so now they know his face. But it was a point of the time when I was with a guy out on a date, and then we had to pick up my daughter, and I got in the back seat and I said, "You was the Uber driver."
Wait, say that again, because say that again. You said what?
I got in the back seat and I told him that he is the Uber driver. Yeah.
Whoa.
And that was like,
Did you see that guy again after that?
No, honestly, that was because I was also seeing somebody else, and my daughter seen them, and she was a teller.
You didn't
for
want-
the time too. She was a teller. She was at that age when you say don't say nothing. Then soon she seemed like, "Oh, my mommy phone was here." So,
Just giving them information
so
and shit.
it was like, gotta go.
And how did that guy feel about him being an Uber driver?
Well, he have kids, so he understood. Like, I'm not introducing you to my daughter. Like, no. I think that was probably...
You don't know about that?
It'll be
You don't
just,
know?
not
it'll
the
be
first,
just
it
her
was
luck too
definitely
when
the
she
second
do
date.
introduce him, and she be like, "Aren't you
Wasn't you the
Uber driver?"
right?
Well,
But
I
no kids
kinda
don't forget
knew
shit.
because of the situation of me and him. It was not really a good situation. It was more so like...
So that's why you really was
Yeah.
not trying to even
so I
entertain that
like,
at
I
all.
know,
Like, yes, you're the Uber
I
driver.
probably just wanted to go on dates. I was in
that's
that
it.
mood, and I wanted to go on a date, go get something to eat. So, I remember the whole
Hungry ass.
situation. He thought I was joking when I was like, "I'm gonna get in the back. You're gonna be the Uber driver." He thought I was joking. And I was dead ass
You
serious.
really
So I
hopped your
remember
little
this
long
shit.
ass out that man car.
I'll be climbing through the middle. I'll be like sliding back.
I can see that shit now.
No, I
Messing up
got
his
in the
leather.
back.
So he
No,
did
but-
Uber.
So I actually do not agree with it at all. Definitely with us having girls, even little boys, things happen, but definitely not with little girls. I want to bring up something that happened when I was 2.5, and I was dating somebody, and he came over and he went to pick up or hug her. She was like, "Oh, my father said you can't touch me. My father said you can't touch me," and I'm like. So how she reacted, I'm like, I know he said something. So I'm like, what? She's like, no, because my father said no man can't touch me. So I'm like, so now I'm getting angry, like he questioning you. I'm like, your father asked you, do you touch? She was like, yeah. He asked me, do your friend be touching me? And I was like, and what you tell him? She was like, I told him, yeah. I said, do he be touching you? I said, what you mean you told him yeah? She was like, no, because he told me like, do he touch me like here when he picked me up? Like, how do he touch me when he picked me up? She
Okay.
described everything. So she probably was like, no, but he was like, so when he pick you up, how do he touch you? Because that's him trying to see like, if he being
if it's
slick,
inappropriate.
touching her butt, if it's inappropriate. So she was like, no, because he asked me when he picked me up, and I said, when he touched me? She was like, no, he touched me right here. But he said, he can't pick me up, I can't sit on his lap, and I got angry at first, like you trying to like put this in her head, like as if he touching her wrong, whatever. But then I'm like, this is exactly what goes on with females.
It's real.
Because first I'm like, I know he won't never touch my daughter, but this would be going on.
Right.
Like my man would never touch her, and they really be touching the daughter.
Yes, and you wouldn't think it.
Okay, nails. Got her nails
And they
done.
really be touching the daughter. So it was like, I almost hit him up and blinked out. But then I just was like, I get it.
No, we need, and
Yeah,
especially
I get
sitting
it.
on the lap part too. I
especially
agree
if
with
the
that.
dads are in our daughters' lives, let them.
Thank God.
Let them. Like, right. If they have that male figure and especially telling them what's right and wrong, let them. There's nothing wrong
But
with
I
that.
was just
and
angry
he
at
was
that
starting
moment.
early, which is
Oh
actually
yeah,
good.
she was
too.
Right.
she was 2.5.
Just to know the difference.
Oh,
What's
now
okay,
she's
what's not
she's
okay.
still shady today. She went high. She's
But
shady.
that's one reason why I don't even, I don't introduce my kid to any guy. Not only, I just don't want the rotation. Because who knows where this is going to go.
Right.
I'm going to let her see each friend or each guy I'm talking to. And then
Right.
that's going to get stuck in her head like when she gets older. Because
yeah,
we
right
remember
now she probably don't
everything.
know this,
Yes.
but when she get older, it's
Like,
like,
damn, my mother really had a whole bunch of niggas.
because
Yeah,
I
no.
definitely remember shit.
Yes. So yeah, I don't until I think it's going seriously, maybe like really, really serious. The only guy since her dad that she's even seen me with or met was my son's father. And that's because that's my son's father.
Right.
But other than that, it's either you're going to wait until she's gone, not in the house, or let's say if she sleep, it's like, you stay in the room, don't come out. Did you pee? You pee? You need some
I'm gonna bring
snacks?
you the rag.
You want a Capri
That
Sun?
back in the day thing.
You want 1 or 2 Capri Suns?
Make sure it was fed, bathed,
She be
ready to go to bed
looking
and
at
play.
me too, 'cause she was like, oh, I'm about to ask her all the shit. Could you also bring me those Cheetos?
Yeah.
I was like, you want the whole bag of Cheetos? You want me to sprinkle some out in the bowl?
The whole bag. That was me. I want the whole bag.
And close the door. And she knows the routine because she knows, but she doesn't know who's out there. I
Right.
just make it known, like, you know,
I have company.
I have
Do not come
company.
out
This is
here.
grown folk company time. I'm chilling and relaxing. This is mommy time
Right.
here, but I don't do that whole introducing stuff at all. Now, maybe my son will be a little different because he's a boy, but we'll have to wait until he grows up to see. But I doubt it, though. I doubt it.
Because
But-
right now he won't know shit.
right. But I still doubt it, though. What about you guys?
I think it depend. It would depend. It's something different if you start, dating somebody that's been in your life already, been around your kids already, like a family friend, that type of thing. I feel like that's different because they've already been in their life in one way. You get what I'm saying? So they're used to them, they're accustomed to them. So that's different. But if it's a stranger, absolutely not. I don't even want you knowing where I live for real, because people is crazy, and I don't trust shit. For real. I don't trust stuff like that. Just because my kids rest their head there, I don't trust that. So I'm not gonna have.
I don't even want you
know
coming
what
to
I'm
my
saying?
house.
No, and 9 times out of 10, for real, if it was the type of thing to where I'm starting to date somebody or get to know someone on that type of level that I do not know is a complete stranger to me, it's going to be a few dates, a few conversations before you even know I have kids, for real. Not saying like I'm not ashamed. It's just that I don't feel the need to bring that up with somebody that I don't know whether they're going to be present tomorrow.
Wow.
So I'm not going to do that. That's just me. I don't know.
Do you think because like they may use that to like get close to you? Like even if you bring kids up early, you said it doesn't even matter.
You know what? Some people,
They
I feel
always
like
ask about the father. And
everybody.
that's to determine what they're going to do when they ask about that father.
I feel like everybody's not always genuine,
Right.
how they try to perceive themselves to be. Some people do it to try to like, in hopes of like, oh, all right, I'm gonna win her over. I'm gonna win them over. She's a parent, she's a female, she's a mom, whatever. She probably thinking, if I'm close to them or I'm, what I'm saying, that's gonna bring me in better. Nah, that's not,
Especially if she's a single mom.
nah, sorry, nope.
And I feel like,
Absolutely
nope,
not.
he's in her life. Yes.
Absolutely
Make that
not.
known.
That's not gonna make no determination because how I feel is how I feel. Because if that's the case, their father will still be around. Okay. And when I say around, I mean will still be with me. You get what I'm saying? If it was like that, so if their father, if I'm not with their father, you getting close to them or you trying to win them over, to win me over, that's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you. It's how I feel. If I'm not rocking with it, they're not gonna rock with it because they're not gonna know you.
What about you, Ella?
No, I feel like my son shouldn't meet somebody unless that's someone that I see something long term with.
Right.
But there's a but. There has been an instance where I'll have like a family gathering or whatever, and then that person that I'm dating is invited, but my son meets you in a group, or has met you in a group, or has met you as a friend. There's never been like a formal introduction. He does not know me
Strict on that.
like of dating anybody. Yeah, you've met my friends. My son is always with me. Someone's FaceTiming me. He grabs my phone. Mom, you got a call from ABC. And who's that? And I'm like, that's my friend. So you get used to seeing these names come up, or you get used to seeing me speak. Because remember, we live in a world of technology. You can be coming right behind me, and I'll be on FaceTime with this person that you see consistently. So you don't physically meet this person, but you still some way, somehow encounter some kind of interaction with them. So he has met people as my friend, but he doesn't know of his mother having like a boyfriend or, formally dating somebody.
You know his sons, my mommy had no boyfriend. My daddy.
Oh, no.
My daddy.
Yeah, that's
My
it.
daddy.
And actually, he's at the point, he's 7, but he's very smart. And he understands that there's 2 separate lives being lived
Yep.
there, basically. So I guess that's also an additional thing that your kids need to, if you are going to introduce them, you have to make sure that personally, that's one thing that they know, that mom has a life outside of dad, dad has a life outside of mom. But my son ain't ready for that. I'm not ready for that. We're not ready for that. But my question is, so that's for you to bring someone into your home and your comfort zone. Do you have a cap, Ayana, let's start with you, on dating? Basically, if you are going to date a man, if you guys are getting to know each other, and he tells you, I have X amount of kids, do you guys have a cap?
I used
Like a
to.
turner? Or like something that turns you
we
off?
all had that. We always be like, I ain't mess with nobody with no kids. And used to, but now as you get older, it's like, it's reality. When someone don't have kids, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And I used to always say that too, Yana. I'm like, to me, the number of kids doesn't matter. It's how you act with these kids. And I can tell how you are as a father. You don't have to tell me, or you don't have to post your kids, or post
me.
Jordans that you bought your child. I can tell.
If you're an active
What type
parent,
of father you are,
father,
if you're active,
not,
just by simple conversation. And how do you react to certain things when it comes to your child behave in certain ways? Or how active you are with their school life or extracurricular activities. And a big thing is how you interact with your children or children's mom.
I was just about to ask you.
That is a big thing for me. That's a
I know.
big.
Do you want to
I
know?
Everybody in my daughter father
Yes.
date probably think I'm a
I don't wanna know.
rat or something.
Right, because it's always, it's lopsided, the story. But I do want to know, like, how that interaction is. I don't want to know who she is, but I just want to know how you guys get along.
I think that tells me a lot
Very
about
important.
the person.
How
Also,
y'all communicate.
the way you describe that other person. Yeah, person can be a total asshole.
Right, right.
She could be the worst person in the world, but the way you choose to describe
Right.
that person also says a lot about you.
Right, exactly. Especially if I don't know who she is, I don't know anything about your business, but you're just volunteering information to tell me how much of a bitch she is, and how it's like, whoa, that's a definite red flag.
It's a
for me.
reflection of yourself too.
Right.
You think you're winning me
Because
over, you
he think
actually
he's
push
just
me
still
away.
bitter.
Right.
Most of the time, he's just still bitter and mad. So, because you dated this woman before you was actually with her, so when they react that way, they bitter.
Why do you think?
I'm about to say, and then sometimes they be lying too. They'll
yeah.
they'll portray one thing to you, and the whole time it's something totally different going on. You know what I'm saying? So you never really know. You got to just be around and kind of witness certain things, and then it's just what you know too. Like, can't nobody pull a wool over your head every time.
Why is
when
it?
You know.
Is it worse because like maybe like the children are young? Like, is there like an age, like if the child has to be over than 2, then I know that okay, there's no
I feel like
there's no
When they have
chance of
younger
you
kids,
going back with her.
now if there's a newborn, I'm definitely not. I'm not.
The tension does the tension break after maybe like the older the child is?
No, I feel like I don't even feel like it has nothing to do with the kid's age at all. Now, me personally, I'm not. Somebody just had a baby. That baby all of a 1 month old. I'm not dealing with it. She just
They
I'm
could
not
not
dealing
been
with it.
together
But
before the
you know
baby
what I'm saying?
was
Because
even
just happened. If you that fast to you just impregnated someone, and then here you are over here. You know,
No, you can't judge that. They probably was done way before the
could have
baby
been,
came.
but guess what? That's still I feel like that's still a messy situation.
It's messy, but
I'm not
you
trying to
can't
sit
make a
around.
person get an abortion or anything like that.
Absolutely not.
So
But
you don't know the whole story.
it don't, even if it's not messy on the person's end that you're dealing with, that on the other end, I'm not about to sit here. I'm not dealing with nobody's nothing coming over here every time, like calling extra, popping up and doing all. I'm not.
That's assuming
I feel
that
like
they're like that.
Yeah, if they're like that. Like I just don't feel like that's something I feel like the way I carry myself with my kid's father is the way I would want somebody else I'm dealing with who has kids to carry themselves. I'm not about to say, I'm not calling him every 2 seconds. You know what your daughter just did? Oh my gosh. She looked
But it be
just like
something
I'm
there
not,
with them, that's why.
I'm not doing, no, sometimes.
Some people would be something there with them.
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes people just be working how they work to get certain ways. Sometimes it's the angle and sometimes it's not. It depends. So you gonna have to stick around to find out what's what, because you'll learn and start to learn somebody, and you'll learn their situations and what's going on. But me personally, I just feel like I'm just not gonna. I could maybe get to know you, but I'm not gonna look at you on a serious note if you come trying to fuck with me and you just had a baby 2 weeks ago. I'm just not. I'm not going to take you serious. Honestly.
So it is a age cap. Then you just said it wasn't. It is.
No, I didn't say. I mean,
Not an
if I
age
said,
cap, but
I'm about to say if I said it wasn't an age cap. Let me take that. I'm not. I said I'm not dealing with nobody who just literally just had it, like literally baby fresh out the womb. I'm
less
not
than a
dealing
year.
No.
I think a little toddler spirit.
No, I mean, it depends on the person. I feel like that, like I was saying, I feel like it don't have nothing to do with them kids' ages sometimes. A lot of times it's the person.
Relationship
A lot of times
that
it's the
they have
person.
with it's the co-parent.
It's the person.
It's not about the person. What you are basically, what I'm taking from what you're saying is, this is a personal choice that you are in a place where you choose not to deal with anything that could or could not happen. You don't care if they have a good relationship. You don't care what happened before the baby came into the picture. Basically, you just don't want to be a part of it. You don't want to see it roll out because, first of all, they don't know what's going to happen because it is a newborn.
Because
it can go any way.
type of way. You
Energy,
never know.
You know,
Never
postpartum
know.
is a real thing. Having another kid
Something
is a
could
real
have triggered
thing.
this that made y'all break up or whatever the case is, and
So
now
it's
things
just
change
basically
months down the
you
line.
choose not to deal with that situation.
Yes, it got to take a certain
That's
type of
okay.
person to make me want to be like, okay, you know what? We'll see. I'll see how far it go. It's gonna take something for me to really be like.
So I can't.
You gotta respect when a man at least tell you that though, because that's a
Right.
lot of balls
But
to be like,
that's
I'm
if
about
they
to
tell
have a
you
baby,
that.
or I just had a baby. That's if. But if they tell you that,
Because a lot of times some of these dudes be real foul.
So, listen, I have a girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
that she was, I guess you want to call it dating. She was dating somebody. And we all used to go out and everything, hang out, blah, blah, blah. And one day she just sends me a message. And we see something on his story on Instagram. And she sent it to me. She was like, does this mean, because it was emoji. So basically he put whatever it was in emoji. So we're trying to
decipher.
basically,
emojis.
yeah, like, does this mean baby shower? And is it his baby shower? I'm like, weren't you just with him? Did he tell you he was going to have a baby? And it was never a discussion. So basically we found out a little bit later that it was his baby shower. The story behind it was that because people choose, everybody has
A choice.
Yeah, like what they choose
And
to
everything.
share. Because they were only dating, he didn't feel it was necessary to
What are
share.
you dating for?
Hold on. He was dating, but there you go. You chose, we never discussed anything further than what we're currently doing basically, which is dating and doing what we're doing. But because they weren't serious, he didn't feel it was the need to share because it got a little, no.
Baby on the way is
it was,
That,
but
that
listen,
changes things.
no, but time out. It
Right.
changes. There's a twist. He was unsure if it was his child.
okay.
So,
Okay.
but I don't know how he found out by the
So
baby.
why is he at the baby shower?
So that's the story he gave her. That's the story he gave her. So basically, it was one of those things that he wasn't sure if it was his baby at first, and so then when it was one of those sticky situations, and so on and so on. But yeah, that's how it ended. Like she found out through an Instagram post after probably being with him a week
But I feel
or
like
a few
if
weeks
that's
before.
even if that's something
Sucks.
that you're unsure about, I feel like if you're dating me, right? If you're dating me, and see this is what I was talking about when I said
Would you
like
keep messing with me
like
if I
literally
tell
the
you that I
first
have a
date,
baby
second
on-
date,
I
third date.
may have a baby on the way?
I'm not about
Would
to.
you still rock with me? Is the question.
It may or
and
may
that's-
not be my
and
baby.
even if
This
I
is why I
did
say
tell
I don't think you're
determined.
lying about that anyway.
Right.
If
It
you say I
determined.
may
I
not
have
go.
this
The
for
first-
rappers all the time.
The first couple of dates, I'm not about to sit here and tell you I have kids. The first 1, 2, 3, or 4th date, I'm not telling. Like the third date, I'm not about to say and say, oh, I got 2 kids.
See, I
this, that, and the third
question
is
that.
happening.
It's
da, da, da.
like,
I'm not doing
people
that. 'cause
say you got to tell me your business, but I'm like, that's very important in my life. Like, because what if you don't want to date somebody who have a child? So I
No,
feel
see-
like that's, some people are like, oh, that's something I want to tell
Well,
somebody.
if
to
you
do.
asking, that's one thing. But
Yeah,
if you're
well,
not
if they
asking me,
asking-
I'm not about to just volunteer that. The first date, the second date, I'm not volunteering that because I don't
No,
even know if I'm going to like you
ask you
tomorrow.
have kids.
I'm
So
gonna
that's
ask,
going to be a
but
conversation.
See, that's I'm going
Yeah.
to, because
I'm gonna
we're
ask.
someone who wants to know.
So if you ask somebody, you don't think somebody's going to ask you back? So 99.9% chances you're going to get asked, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to know you got children.
No, see, that's and it's people that don't
Type of
even
name you
ask.
fucking with.
It's people that don't even ask shit like
They don't
this
give
But-
a damn. That ain't
because that ain't what they came for.
But it's
They
even
came
worse
to
if they
class.
lie and they don't tell you.
It is.
See?
It is.
You gotta pick.
But see, if I'm asking,
one?
no, if I'm asking,
What if they
then
wait
I
till
mean,
the baby
you go ahead
born and then
me.
tell
It's like, yeah, I heard it. He didn't tell me he had
Nah,
kids. You
no.
out in his kids?
If
Right.
I ask you, tell me. If I ain't asking,
You don't care.
I don't care. That's what you're gonna get. I don't care. That's what you're gonna think. Cause she ain't asked me, and rightfully so. Cause I didn't ask you. I didn't care to ask, right? So I ain't think about it. So it is what it is. But if I ask you and you tell me, oh no, I ain't got no kids, and then 2 months down the line I see a baby pop out or something, or you posting kids, yo, I thought you just said you had no kids. Why you lying?
They might not
And
lie
then
about having them. They might not lie. They might lie about the number, not if they have.
First of all,
they may
that's
lie about
out of
the
control
number.
too. Because who lying about the number of kids they got? Why are y'all doing that?
I might lie
For what?
and tell you I have probably like 2 instead of 6.
Nah, first of all, that's a big stretch.
I'm just saying, not
big
me.
stretch.
I'm just
I know,
saying this is what.
But
you
I'm
do.
saying that's a big stretch. 2 to 6.
I
That's crazy.
wonder
favorite
What?
too.
for the men.
last
For
two.
the men, is there a cap on the amount of children you prefer a woman to have? Because remember, if
I think they have one.
No, because if you think of a man, you think of a provider, right? So you're thinking you're taking on a whole household. Is there a cap? Question.
I think some men do. I think some men have one.
You think the men have caps?
We need to get a man in here.
Oh, they don't give a damn. They gonna still fuck you.
Marv,
Yeah,
what's your cap? So what you? I got you. So Marv said he never really thought about it, but now that we're talking about it, and I just asked you, what are you thinking about it now?
How many?
Give us a face, like, man. I could. There we go. Marv
two
said
is
2.
reasonable.
2 is his cap. 2 is reasonable. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she got 3. You not doing it?
He said it better be the best.
That wop.
There has to be something there to keep.
No, see, that's why I don't like how we double standard stuff. It's like these men can have a whole bunch of kids and definitely a whole bunch of baby mamas, and it's okay. But then if we have
It's like
2 or 3 kids, definitely 2 baby daddies or more,
We're judged.
we're judged.
I don't give a shit what these niggas say.
Wait, did y'all? You just reminded me of Virginie. Did you see that video she posted? That was her whole mood. She
Her
was,
whole
I don't
mood,
give a fuck.
yeah.
Don't let nobody tell you. Don't let no nigga never
about
tell
being
you
confident?
about her. Like, we
Love
all
it.
pretty, and she just looked around the room and was just looking at all
Look,
all
her
girls. She like,
first,
what? She like, don't never let no nigga tell you this, that, and the real shit.
Like that meme, it said these niggas don't even be having health insurance. They trying to tell you what the fuck to do.
What?
Manage
Like
your
what
shit.
you supposed
Like,
to come to the
really?
table with,
Really?
and they not even coming correct half the time.
You know that shit. You cook. Do you know how to build the fucking house, nigga? I need a house. You know how to build a house?
Maybe I have a bunch of kids because niggas trying to trap me. Think about that.
You have a bunch of what?
second,
Kids. Because they try to trap me.
Say it again,
Maybe
y'all.
I'm the victim here.
Nah.
Ever think about that?
I believe that. You know, sometimes they judge by shit. Man, that shit must be good.
Cause don't let it get twisted. Right. That shit is lit. Don't get it twisted. Cause besides this and beside podcasting and joking around and fucking around, we are serious as business women. Corporate, okay? I have to take off my mask and be a different person when I walk through them doors with them people that don't look like me.
Yes.
Okay? So I may come up here and talk a whole bunch of shit, but maybe I'm trying to get, maybe I'm getting trapped. Okay? Maybe they hunting me down. Maybe I got 7, 8, 9 kids because niggas are trying to hold
She
me
only
down.
has 2.
Yeah, I only got 2
Right, I was
really.
about to
But
say
I'm just
that.
saying, you know, like you can't
Yeah, 'cause
judge
they judge.
all the
They
time.
definitely
Because that
judge.
7, 8, 9 had me like, I stopped and looked too. Like, wait a minute.
Where they at?
Fucking kids, you done had.
I'll say she don't invite us
She'll
over.
meet them when she.
They'll come out
She'll
like
meet-
Kingdom,
she'll
like
meet them
Kingdom
one day.
friends.
She'll
They'll
meet them
come
one
out.
day.
Like the kids under the stairs and people under the stairs and shit come out at the end. But
so,
yet,
so if the cap don't matter, it don't matter how many. You know,
It don't matter for me,
mother
for guys.
or father figures are in the children's life that
Right.
that person has.
right.
Okay.
It's not what you do. It's not what you do. It's how you do it. I think people, when you grown, you move a certain way. When you're mature and grown, you move a certain type of way. And it's things you just do and you don't do. And everybody is just not the same. And for some reason, I don't know why, but common sense ain't always common.
I hate when people are like, have you met his kids? No, and I don't want to fucking meet them. Motherfucker. I don't care to meet people's kids.
Why not?
Like, I don't be liking other people's kids.
Oh no, put a pin in that. We're not gonna put a pin in that. That's a whole. We will be here.
I love
now.
kids. I'm here for all the
I
kids.
deal with the
but
ones I have to deal with.
I'm not about to
we-
just go meeting
Enough
everybody all
cousins that my
willy-nilly.
daughter have. I
Well,
do
we
not.
know her preference.
Because I'll be wanting to punch
Right.
them and stuff like. Ooh.
And it's people like that.
like, ooh.
It's
Their
people like
parents said their
that.
father could
Because
deal with it, and I'll be like,
Just because we have children don't mean that we want to deal with other people with children, and she's one of them. Me, I think the more the merrier. I always wanted a big giant family,
family oriented,
bunch of fucking kids. And if I don't gotta pop them bitches out, then that's perfect. The more you got 5 kids and I got 2, we just gonna have 7 fucking kids together. We gonna have on all jeans and that white shirt. And we know how the family got the picture goes. Wow. We had no shoes on.
Oh, no shoes. Okay.
Yeah, white shirt and them jeans. Yeah, and we all be sitting like this. Okay. That's how we're going to be. Right. But we're going to definitely stick a pin on that because we'll be here forever. You guys have to tune into the next episode to see what hot topics we are talking about next. Tune in and what?
Zone out.